Starbucks is closing more than 100 of its coffee shops, and I'll explain on this Fast Food Minute. Brian Nichols, Starbucks CEO, said in a message this morning that the company will close just more than 1% of its company-operated shops by the end of this fiscal year. He said that the company would finish the year with 18,300 locations in the U.S. and Canada. That includes over 11,000 company shops. Starbucks did not exactly say how many locations would close, but based on that information, we could probably put the number somewhere between 111 and 150, depending on how many shops it is open this year. The fiscal year ends at the end of this month, so that means the shops will be closed over the next few days if they haven't already. In addition, Starbucks plans to lay off another 900 non-retail employees, essentially cost cuts designed to offset investments Starbucks is making in its stores. Starbucks is closing its stores following a review of its portfolio. It's closing locations that either can't be remodeled or do not work financially. In the scheme of things, 100 or so locations for a brand that operates just more than 18,000 isn't that much, and restaurant chains do close locations all the time. Leases run out and companies opt to build elsewhere, or they just decide that locations do not work any longer. And many restaurant chains have used this current difficult market as an opportunity to close weaker locations. Wendy's, Denny's, Jack in the Box, even Chili's have all closed locations in recent years. And it makes sense for restaurant chains whose sales start to struggle to stop building more locations and potentially close locations. If your existing restaurants are losing customers, in other words, stop adding to the supply of restaurants. The Starbucks sales and traffic have been weak for more than a year and a half, making a step like this probably inevitable, and doing so can really work. Consider this: from 2014 to 2021, McDonald's closed nearly 1,000 locations in the United States. But despite that, it generated another $10 billion in total sales over that same period simply by getting more customers and sales into its existing restaurants, and it is now back to opening restaurants. Starbucks itself had a similar experience. The last time the chain experienced a sales challenge like it's facing now was during the Great Recession, when higher income people all lost their jobs and stopped getting morning lattes. The company then shuttered hundreds of locations. Since that move, Starbucks added another 6,000 locations between both company and licensed shops. It now has more locations in the U.S. than any other restaurant chain than Subway, and it is hoping for a similar result this time. I'm Jonathan Mays, and this was Fast Food Minute.